It's weird that the Octoroks aren't really that much of a nuisance in this game. Well, hey guys, it's Adam aka Swimming Bird, and welcome to the Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask 3D. We're just out here shredding it up next to the saddest little Zora lady in all of Termina, but we can fix that. So last time, we gathered all of Lulu's stolen Zora eggs, and we hatched some adorably musical babies that taught us the new way of Bossa Nova, and that is going to be key to getting to where we're headed. We're going to the third dungeon of the game, Great Bay Temple, and with this new groove, we're going to reawaken something that Lulu thought was lost inside of her, something very important. Her voice. Gotta have a lead singer. She's the meal ticket for the Indiegogos. Without her, they probably wouldn't have a band. And without me, they definitely won't, because their guitarist is dead, and I'm wearing his face. But we'll help them later. Right now, a concert in Clocktown is the least of our troubles. We've got a boss to fight. And also, a giant turtle just awakened from the depths. Aw, he's kinda cute, in a creepy sort of way. He is huge, and he's hungry for fish people. No, this guy's nice. He looks like a baby that just woke up. His eyes are all, or like a puppy that was just born. His eyes are still all scrunched. Aww. Oh, he's gonna need a good voice. Okay. Yawn. No. Just kidding. All right.
Yawn. I slept quite well.
There we go. That one's better. Got into.
I just realized this when I opened my eyes. The passing of days is quite quick, isn't it, Lulu? You surprised I know who you are? I'm always watching, Lulu. No, yes, Lulu, it's nothing to be surprised at. Even when my eyes are closed in sleep, I still see everything that occurs in this ocean. And I do mean everything. You did do your taxes this year, right? It seems Lulu is confused. Regrettably, there is no time for idle conversation. Now then, proud Zora warrior, jump into my mouth. I am very, very hungry. Come here. The open seas of Great Bay have need of your might. Quickly, climb onto my back. Trust me, I'm a giant ancient turtle.
Man, he is really old. Look at his back is all worn down, and he's got palm trees growing on it. Some coconuts just seem to like wash up there. You doing okay, Lulu?
Mikau, what's going on? And my voice, what happened to me?
She can speak again, which is nice.
Oh, why so slow? Hurry up and fire your hookshot under the palm tree on my back, Link. Of course I know your name. Didn't I say that all is seen by me? I've seen you running around, scampering, wearing the face of a giant woman.
Alright, let's hookshot up here. Yeah, he called me a Zora warrior, but he knew that I'm just a little child inside. So now, with this giant sea turtle's help, we are going to head to the temple and hopefully make it through this crazy water spout that's protecting it. Somebody else is going to try to head in there as well. They want the treasure hidden within, the great power that is rumored to lurk inside of Great Bay, but they're probably not going to make it through. I've got the turtle's help, even though I'm just kind of like a kid sitting in the back of a truck, just blazing down the Autobahn or something. Hopefully I'm hanging onto that palm tree really tight. But the pirates are here. Their second in command is leading a charge. Did not go so well. Blood-curdling screams as they fly off. I'm sure they're okay. They can swim. I actually don't know if they survived this. I think they might show up in the ending. But we'll not worry about that too much. They shouldn't have tried. They should have got themselves a giant turtle to ride on, and they would be fine. Alright, here we are. Great Bay Temple. And we're about halfway through the game. We've only got 2 temples, and not including the final area.
You're beautiful.
He's all waving goodbye like a cute little kid. So here we go. Now, there's a stray fairy right in this first room that I can get. I'm going to try to aim this so I can get a few of these at the same time. There we go. And we just have to light all these torches. I could do these 2 at a time, but I have to angle myself like perfectly. There we go. That was quick. And we've got our chest. Don't eat that. I know you're hungry. He's been sleeping for so long, this ancient turtle. But, he creeps me out a little bit, even though I said he's cute. Okay, we got our first great fairy. Let's go. Now, this is a dungeon that is a bit more complicated. Whoa! That's a huge water wheel. Looks like it's turning because of the sheer force of the water coming through the pipe. Yeah, I don't remember this one as well from being a kid and playing it. I think I might have had a little more trouble with this, but it's not too bad. Let's keep our eyes open, yeah, because we got some stray fairies here hidden in their little bubbles. They love to be in bubbles. There, I can just run into it. Okay, don't even have to worry about that. And these little things, these switches here that look like koi or something, we're gonna be pushing quite a few of them. They're a bit tough. They are giant metal things, so I guess it would take a little bit. But it seems like Link's not putting as much into it as he could. If he was a Goron underwater, he'd probably just be able to punch it and it would fly around. Okay, and I think there's another fairy in this room. There's a few enemies around as well. We have turned on the first water spout thing here. Let's turn this as well. There we go. I think this might actually turn off the water. So you're controlling all these different water parts. That's the gimmick of this dungeon. You have these different water wheels and currents, and if you turn them off, as you can see, it stops elevators and anything powered by it. So yeah, we want that on, but I wanted to show you guys what it did. There we go. We're just going to leave that on for quite a while. There's red pipes and yellow pipes, so first we're going to go through and follow all of the yellow water currents, and then we'll get the red ones going. There we are. So many fish everywhere. Now I apologize, it's been a while since we played Majora's Mask. I have been really into Splatoon, a new game that came out recently, and I can't get away from it in my mind because we're also in a water themed here. But luckily I can go in the water. In Splatoon, despite being a squid kid, you can't go underwater or you're in trouble. Let's get this guy while he's turned around. Oh, I think I can just wait until he's in the right moment and... Oh, there we go. I can just hit him. I learned that when you send out the boomerangs, you don't have to wait. You can just push B and they'll come right back to you. There we go. Got our second or third stray fairy already. And oop, jeez. Go ahead and face dive right into that, Zora Link. Okay, now we can go up and get out of this first room. We've already got a good chunk of the fairies that we need. I think like a fifth of them already. There we go. I'm gonna just avoid these big old shadows, because you know there's a Skulltula. Careful jumping onto these pillar things if you're playing along, because if you jump on them when they're, you know, shooting up, you'll just fall off and have to go all the way back around. This is a giant water wheel here that powers the whole thing. Yeah, it's powering this thing. Tattle said it. Alright, and I think there's another fairy over here. Whoa, gotta be careful. There's a few different spots here we can stop, but we don't want to get swept up in that current quite yet. Let's try to jump here. If you're over water, then Zora Link really tries to do an artful dive, but sometimes he'll just fly right onto a piece of metal or something. That fish, the fish design, it's pretty funny. There we go. That's another one. We're not going to be able to get onto that one part with the waterfall there for a little bit. We are going down now. Whoop! To the ninja kick into the ground. Luckily that propeller can't cut us up. But we are spinning and we are swimming. Go, go, go. Let me see if I can hit this pot with my, or I could just punch it, I think, if I get close enough. Oh, jeez. I'm sorry if you guys get a little dizzy here. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Come here. Ah, there we go. And give me that fairy. I might have to put my other mask on. There we go. Then we'll turn back. We just don't want to drown. If we're careful here, we should be okay. We get a minute underwater. Come here, little fairy. That one was getting away from me. All right. We're going to turn back, though. I'm glad that you can use these masks underwater, or this would be so much more time-consuming to go up to the surface. There we are. We're gonna follow the current. You don't want to fight it. You want to let it work for you. Oh, got a new enemy here. I don't think we've seen these shell blades. It's impossible to beat it if you aim for anything, but it's ligament inside the shell. We might have seen these in the Pirate Fortress. I can't remember. Here we go. Wait for it to open its big old mouth, and then that's when you gotta get it there. Oh man, he's giving me some trouble here. There we go. Gotcha. Alright. We don't need to kill them, but it is good to go after most of the enemies when you're playing through, because that way you can get fairies if they're hidden inside, like we had with that Skulltula. Alright, we're all stocked up on arrows and magic. I don't need to go up there yet, because I think we need a key to even go into that area. So we're gonna go this way. Whoa. A little too fast. Alright. Let's go up to the second one here. I think that's where we need to go. I'm gonna keep my eyes open for fairies. I remember this temple gave me the most trouble as a kid with finding all the stray fairies for whatever reason. But we've got a few areas here where they're pretty well hidden. And ooh, so that's a new feature. You see those little sparkles in the water there? The magical sparkles. That is a hint where you're gonna need to use the new item in this dungeon. And we don't have it yet, but in the N64 version, you didn't need to have those little sparkles. You could use your new item anywhere, but And this one, we have to only use the specific spots. I wonder if they thought it would be a little clearer for people. There we go, we got the map, that's gonna help us out. So I apologize for having this creepy mask on all the time, but it definitely helps. As you can see, we're gonna get that fairy to fly over to us very easily. Alright, jump in, that is fairy number 6 already. And we gotta look out, there's another enemy here that is really creepy. Those hands, Dexihands, will just grab you and pull you down with them, and you don't want that. We've also got these little guys here. I think we saw these before. They're a different version of Deku Baba. There's one right there. And they can move around a lot more than most Deku Baba that you would see. Whoa, popped right up on that lily pad. There's one more over here that I gotta get if we're going to open a little secret. These are the Bayou Deku Baba. Just air them carefully and don't blame me. Get hit by them. Alright, there we are, and he's gonna rush at me probably. Oh, it seemed like he was stunned there for a second, but we got him. Alright, jump over here, and is he dead? Yep, we are right on top of where that's gonna, there we go, we're okay. I thought it was gonna lift me up, that would have been funny. That's another fairy for us. I think we're about halfway done here. We got 7, and there's 15 each time. Okay, let's keep going, and see if I can remember all of these. The Bombchu, the real Bombchu, that guy over there, that little mouse, they're so strange. They don't seem like they would be as prevalent in a lot of these dungeons as they are. It's like, they don't seem like they would fit in anywhere in the world, I guess, because they're weird mice with bombs strapped to their tails, but but they're just all over the place. I think there's at least one in like every dungeon somewhere that's creepy smile. Okay, we also got the compass almost immediately after the map. And down there, I think there's a secret. Let's try to jump down, do a little flip, and look out. There's that Dexihand about to grab me. Just be careful. Look, it's not my fault if you get too close and it grabs you. Well, almost did. There we go. Oh, okay, I got it. Now, something I learned, I didn't realize you could do this. If you're shielding on the ground and you push B, you can use the barrier. Somehow I missed that, and I was playing a little bit of this game with my my cousin, Eric. Or not my cousin, he's my nephew. Sorry. We were playing, and he basically taught me that, and I was like, whoa, I was not paying attention. So he's quite a bit younger. I think he's only 9, but he's got a good grasp of some of the stuff that I missed. I think that happens sometimes where you think you know a game enough, so you might not remember a lot of features or ignore things that are changed. I think that was probably in the original. Let's break that pot. There we go. And I'm gonna grab that little fairy. I'm not gonna worry about those Dexihands. But yeah, I think you think you know a game, and there's always some little secret or feature. There's a lot of games that are like that, where I'm like, oh wow, I played through that entire game, and I didn't know that was even a thing. So now that we have this key, we can go back down to this bottom one here, and unlock a door. Here we go. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, gotta go up, and it should be over somewhere. Whoa, jeez. Just zipping around. You can see though, this is a good explanation for why a lot of people complained that the Zora does not swim as fast unless you use that magic. Well, here's your reasoning. When you're trying to swim around in this temple, I think that was the main reason. So it was kind of tough to go through smaller areas when you're zipping around everywhere. But I guess that's good enough reason to change it, but I still kind of miss the old swimming. If you do get that Chateau Romani, though, you can have unlimited magic and just do it constantly. You still have to listen to that noise, though. I think we're fully stocked on magic and arrows, just about. If we can find one more magic thing here. Give me lots of rupees. I made sure to deposit my rupees before we went in here, though, because I knew I was going to get a bunch. All right, looks like a mini-boss in here. Something. Oh, there's nothing here. It's just a shadow. Or this creepy eye. Reminds me of Goma in Ocarina of Time. It's like that same camera angle. This is Wart, and I think it's a boss from the original Zelda. It's got all these bubbles around him, so we gotta be careful. He looks like a giant avocado or something. And I learned a new strategy for this. Okay, so let's try this out. I'm going to grab one of my masks here. There we go. And we'll switch back. So we can use a bomb and launch a few of these around here and blast off a bunch of his little guys. And then if we blow ourselves up with the blast mask, then we just have to shield at the right time, and we'll do a bunch of damage here. Just gotta be careful. Wait till that comes back. There we go. Now they're all gone, and I can get my sword out and just hit a bunch of these. You kind of have to get rid of most of the bubbles so that you can get to this guy. Let's do this again. Grab my blast mask, and hopefully we will blast a bunch of them off. I just gotta quickly take it off. I've got a ton of fairies, so even though I'm taking a lot of damage here, it'll be okay. Do a little sword spin, get some of these. You can see his eye is being revealed. It's crazy. This is the power of the 3DS. Being able to render all these creepy little bubble guys hopping around. All right, I think we'll be okay here. And a few more little blasts, and we should have these guys. There we go. You're supposed to shield when you use the blast mask, but I'm like, whatever, I got 4 fairies. We can take some damage. Let's do some spin attacks here. Jeez. He's got so many little bubbles on him. There we go. I knocked most of them off, and now he's probably skipping around here. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Got some hearts in the corner, luckily. You can hear him banging around. There he is. Stay away from me, you gross avocado guy. There he is. All right. Now I need to, I'm just going to grab my normal bow. Don't want to waste any fire arrows on him. Let's see if we can pick off his eye there. There we go. Did we get him already? Whoa, okay. We did enough damage. I think when we exploded near him, we did some. Usually you have to hit his eye a few more times, but we got him. All right. That's down. That the bomb blast mask strategy was kind of cool. It took a bit more finesse than I used to probably do it well without getting hurt, but yeah, there we go. We got the ice arrow. It's another magical arrow. We can freeze enemies and objects, aim wisely to turn shimmering water into icy platforms. So those little spots that we saw in the ground there, or on the water, we can now hit those with ice arrows to freeze them and use them as little platforms. All right, I also need to make sure I've got my my great fairy mask here. I think we haven't missed any of the stray fairies so far, but we gotta be careful that we're not missing any in the long run, because once we get far enough in, we're gonna change some of the water currents and stuff. Now, let's use our new ability here. There's a few Octoroks around. Just like in Splatoon, I'm gonna be fighting octopus. It's weird that the Octoroks aren't really that much of a nuisance in this game. Well, as one hits me with a rock, but they're not as much of an enemy, and they're more of a way to get around, because as you can see with these ice arrows, if I freeze one, they become a nice little platform for us to jump on. So we're not just freezing the water, we're freezing these squishy little octopus guys as well. The Octorok seem like they haven't been enemies that common in a lot of the 3D Zeldas. They kind of brought them back again in the overworld in Skyward Sword when they hid as little bushes, but in the 3D ones like Ocarina and Majora's Mask, I kind of miss seeing them like you would just walking around in the old Zelda games. So now we reversed some of the current a little bit, or we added the pipes. We gotta like free the water all the way back to where we need to follow it. So we gotta go out the other way here. That one is still blocked. I'm gonna try to get a little more magic. There we go. You need a lot of magic if you're gonna be zipping around using this Zora form. All right, so that is done, and I think the water is flowing enough for us to go get it. But now we have the ice arrows, so we don't need to worry about doing that quite yet. I can go over here. Whoa, whoa, whoa. This room, if you remember, there was all those sparkles. We just gotta get our way onto a platform. Leave me alone, little bonefish. Those guys just like keep coming. They'll respawn constantly. I guess just to give you something to do when you're in the water. All right, so we need our hook shot again. So we're gonna jump over, put on that creepy face, and make our way to those sparkles. We're gonna use our ice arrows. So this is how you do it in this game. You have to shoot these very specific spots instead of just anywhere in the water. Yeah, I'm not really sure why they changed it. I think it might just be ease of letting the player know where they're supposed to shoot stuff, but that's kind of another controversial change, and I could go either way on that one. It doesn't really bother me that much, but it doesn't seem like it was that necessary, unless it was like a restraint of the system. But I feel like it's got to be more powerful than the N64, because it's able to do so much more stuff. I'm gonna try to get this little guy there. There we go. We can freeze him as well. You can probably tell because he was very squishy looking. I'm just gonna do this. Hey, little guy, come here. Shouldn't hurt me. There we go. It kind of looked like we got hurt, but we were fine. Didn't take any damage there, so we had our shield handy. All right, slowly pull that. Poor little boy. Link is he's got his work cut out for him in this game, pulling these giant switches, and I don't think there's any in here. Remember, you can tell by the sparkle of the golden, or the pink hair. The, what's a ruby, I guess that's kind of a red rock. But yeah, you can tell by the hair sparklies whether you're able to find a fairy in that room or not. Alright, I think we're doing alright. We can actually get the boss key already, I think. You get a lot of the items very quickly in this temple, but it takes a little bit to get to the boss door. There we go. And over here, this is another spot where we had some sparkles. So let's do that with the clock. The clock is chiming, reminding me we are almost on the night of the second day, so I gotta do my best to make it through this temple post-haste, because we're not gonna have that much time to fight the boss. And the boss has been revamped, so definitely look forward to seeing that. It's a lot different than it was. We're gonna be using fire arrows this time. Gotta remember those from the last temple. Somehow there's so much water, but some stuff got frozen. Another mini boss here to end out. Thank you guys for watching. It's the Gekko. You guys remember him from the forest temple, but he's a bit different this time. And he's got some buddies. Let me grab my fire and ice arrows here. I shoot him with the fire arrow. If I can hit him, I'll do a bit more damage. Come here, buddy. Oh, or I'll just hit him with my sword, because that does a ton of damage as well. He has these little guys with him that can form up. They're called Mad Jellies, as in, these guys have so many little friends together that I'm mad jelly of them. Nope. We gotta look out, because they will scrunch you up into that jelly and pull you in where he can get you. But, oh, nope. Oh, at least you guys get to see this. He smacks me and just knocks me out. Jeez. Let's try to do that the right way this time. Oh, gotta hide. Yeah, I don't think he can get us in the corner. He'll drop down, try to suck us in there. But if we get him while he's up there, he will fall and shatter. Alright, well, we gotta avoid these. These jellies are gonna try to block damage for him. We gotta try to, oh, he's throwing them at us. Get him with a fire arrow. That does a lot of damage. Alright. We gotta break it up again, though. We can't destroy these jellies, really. We just have to hold out and hide in the corner for a little bit. Like a boogeyman's coming. Hide in the corner and hope that we can survive. There we go. Alright, we're gonna quickly try to get over to where he is so his jellies can't block him. His jelly boys. Oh, come here. Don't need to waste arrows because my sword does a lot of damage as well. Okay, buddy. One more good shot and I probably gotcha. Gotta not let him get me. Here we go. I like that they use both of the arrows. Oh, no! Did not wait long enough. He was still a little droopy there with his slime. Ugh. Man, he knocked me so hard that my head went into the wall. That could not have felt good. I think I'm sympathizing a lot more with Link. The more we fight things and the more damage he takes, then I feel bad. There we go. We are getting rid of some of those jellies, and we turned him back into the frog from whence he came. It's another little frog for Don Gero's chorus. If you remember, we did this before, but if you talk to these guys, he will talk back with Don Gero's mask on.
Ah, Don Gero, it's been so long. What has brought you all this way? Could it be you came all this way looking for me? Ah, you need not say a thing. Upon seeing that face, I understand. I see. But I had heard that it was still winter in the mountains. When spring comes, I shall definitely go to the mountains, so let us meet again.
So yeah, if you have to make sure spring has come to Snowhead and then gather all of the frogs. 2 of them you have to get by fighting these little mini bosses. So that's one of the more time-consuming side quests in the game. But we will do it. We're gonna try to get every heart piece and find everything in the game. Here we go. We've already got the boss key, so not too much left of the dungeon, but we've got about half of the fairies to collect. So we've got all the items. It's just getting through the rest and getting to that boss. Thank you guys for watching. Please leave a like if you enjoyed this, and next time we'll continue on with Great Bay Temple. I'll see you then.